This is Stephanie, and this is the Mocha Minutes Podcast. Hey guys, before we get into the episode, I just want to let you know about something that's a little new here at the Mocha Minutes Podcast. We are now participating in Buy Me a Coffee. So if you haven't heard, buymeacoffee.com is a place where you can show some support and some love monetarily to some of your favorite content creators. That includes me. So it's in the increments of either $1, $3, or $5, and you can do as many as you would like. So I just wanted to let you guys know, would love some support. So if you would go to buymeacoffee.com/Mocha Minutes, I would greatly appreciate it. It will also be in the show notes. Okay, here we go. I remember how it used to be. You never was this nice, you can't fool me. Now you're talking like you made a change. The more you talk, the more things sound the same. What makes you think you can just walk back into her life without a good fight? Oh, I'll just sit back and watch you make a fool of yourself, 'cause you're just wasting your time. Oh, no, you're never gonna get it. No, you're never gonna get it. No, you're never gonna get it. Hello, welcome to the Mocha Minutes Podcast. This is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me. Just thought I'd do a quick little earworm. I feel like Rodney. A little quick one, too. So, welcome back to the Mocha Minutes Podcast. I know I have been a lot absent. It's been a crazy time for me personally for the last few weeks, so I have not had a lot of bandwidth to record, and I'm so sorry that it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to, but the thing that has been helping is that I've been able to record episodes with some folks. I got to record with the doll, the Brooke Ashley. I got to record with my girl and her thigh meets, Taria. And I'm going to record some other folks. You know, I am just very, very excited. I got to get my girl Cookie Cook back. It's a lot going on. And, whew, y'all, I got Bravo high notes. But let's start, let's do some low-key stuff. Low-key. So, the girls are fighting. Okay, the girls are fighting. So Elon Musk and Donald Trump seem to be having a little bit of a tussle, honey, on of all places, Twitter. Now I'm used to reality stars going back and forth, but we're watching literally the leader of the free world and a billionaire fight. And it's kind of like, girl, I'm sorry. Did Trump hog the covers, honey? Did Elon not empty the dishwasher and pull the trash? What is happening in y'all little relationship? Okay, so this is from CNN. One of the most powerful alliances in American politics appears to be over. President Donald Trump and Elon Musk explosively sparred on their respective social media platforms Thursday, with the president floating the idea of cutting the tech billionaire's various government contracts, and Musk going nuclear at one point and saying Trump's name was in the so-called Epstein files. So I'm actually recording the day that this happened, and when I tell you, I was like, where is that gift? Girl, what's happening? What's the tea? The girls are fighting. That's how this literally, I was like, girl, what is happening? So Thursday's drama started when Trump confirmed the deterioration of his relationship with Musk, saying he was very disappointed in the tech billionaire after he repeatedly blasted the president's sweeping domestic agenda bill in recent days. Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore, Trump told reporters in the Oval Office less than 1 week after the two exchanged effusive praise on Musk's last day as a special government employee. Shortly after, Musk responded on his social media platform X that Trump could not have won the 2024 election without him, a jab that appeared to further irritate the president and significantly intensify the fight, which played out on dueling social media platforms owned by the two men. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate, Musk said. He added, get out of here. Sorry. Oh, see, I hate when, like, ads come up and it just throws up. He added, such ingratitude. Musk had initially started the public feud Tuesday, calling a mammoth GOP bill on taxes, spending cuts, energy, and the border a disgusting abomination due to projections. It will greatly increase the deficit. The bill narrowly passed the House last month and is being considered by the Senate, and the tech billionaire has made it clear he's aiming to sink it or prompt Republican lawmakers to rewrite it significantly. Trump and Musk have not spoken since Musk's initial outburst, multiple sources told CNN. The back and forth between Trump and his mega donor, formerly quote-unquote first buddy and surrogate turned special government employee, marked a very public breakup of a former center of power in the second Trump administration. The president had fully empowered Musk to take dramatic steps through his so-called Department of Government Efficiency or DOGE, to transform the size and scope through his so-called Department of Government Efficiency to transform the size and scope of the federal government, which Musk carried out with varying levels of success. But the friendship quickly soured upon his departure as Musk railed against Trump's most critical agenda item. The situation further devolved through the afternoon. Trump threatened to, quote-unquote, terminate Elon's government subsidies and contracts, a move that could have devastating impacts on his businesses and even major implications of the International Space Station. Musk, in turn, announced without evidence that Trump is in the Epstein files, and that is the real reason, quote-unquote, more records regarding the disgraced financier and pedophile have not been publicly released, without providing any explanation on where he would have seen files that have not been released to the public. I'm going to give you all three guesses how he got it. CNN has reached out to the White House for a response. The inclusion of a person's name in files related to the case does not by itself indicate they've been accused of any wrongdoing, which is true. The tech billionaire also went after the president's significant tariff policy, posting that it will cause a recession in the second half of this year. At one point, Musk even endorsed the possibility of impeaching impeaching the president and removing him from office, installing Vice President J.D. Vance in his stead. Trump offered a relatively muted response, saying he didn't, quote-unquote, mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. Shortly after, he declined to field any questions from reporters during an afternoon event with the Fraternal Order of Police. The pair's stunning statements Thursday significantly escalated that fight and called into question the future of Musk's businesses, as well as what he would do without expansive wealth in future elections. Musk, who was the largest publicly disclosed donor in last year's federal elections, had vowed to give millions to Republican candidates in 2026, then later indicated that he planned to scale back his political spending. Tesla stock also tumbled on Thursday as the Musk-Trump relationship imploded, and the company had already taken a significant hit following Musk's myriad controversial political moves. Trump's threat to terminate Musk's government, contracts could be devastating to his companies. Okay, here we go. The immediate follow underscores the huge stakes of an ugly divorce for both men and the Republican Party. And the breakup comparisons weren't just implicit. Conservative writer Ashley St. Clair, who has asserted that Musk is the father of her child, I literally told my mother this, asked Trump on X to let her know if he needed any breakup advice. During Thursday's Oval Office appearance alongside German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, sorry if I'm pronouncing this man's name, Trump repeatedly claimed that Musk's concerns with the bill were centered on the repeal of electric vehicle subsidies that benefited Tesla. Trump also said Musk never had a problem with the bill until right after he left. Still, Trump appeared to indicate that the fracture occurred before Musk's departure. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and just went crazy, the president wrote on Truth Social. Musk fired back in that the remark was an obvious lie. In more posts on X, Musk denied Trump's claim that the Tesla CEO knew the inner workings of the bill ahead of time and countered that the elimination of EV tax incentives has nothing to do with the opposition of the massive domestic policy bill. Whatever. Keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched. Very unfair. But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. In a separate post, in the entire history of civilization, there has never been legislation that both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big and ugly bill or a slim and beautiful bill. Slim and beautiful is the way. One Republican strategist who has worked closely with the tech billionaire downplayed the idea that Musk's opposition is only about the EV subsidies, telling CNN that Musk was genuinely troubled by projections of how much the bill would add to the deficit, the reasoning Musk had publicly cited on multiple occasions. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has estimated that the legislation passed by the House would increase the deficit by $2.4 trillion due to the expensive tax cuts. More than an hour later, Musk appeared to be open to reconciliation, reposting posts that expressed hopes that spat didn't damage their relationship. From the Oval Office, Trump reminisced about his campaign bromance with Musk, who contributed to at least $250 million to efforts supporting sorry, it's so bad that I'm just sitting here like I literally lost my own thoughts. Sorry. Trump reminisced about his campaign bromance with Musk, who contributed at least $250 million. I said that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up and campaigned for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway. Trump said, referring to his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, appearing to hint at tensions between Wiles and Musk. As Musk intensified his attacks on Trump's spending bill this week, White House officials described Trump as being largely surprised, disappointed, and completely taken aback by the vitriolic rhetoric his former close friend had used. Trump was visibly somber when he spoke about his fraying relationship in the Oval Office. This has all been on the president's mind for the last few days. He hasn't been angry, but more so shocked and disappointed in Elon. Trump has been asking his advisors how Musk's comments have been playing in the media, another official said, including whether they could have an impact on how Republicans ultimately vote on what he called the big, beautiful bill. The president respects Musk and genuinely likes him. He hasn't wanted to attack him publicly in turn because of that relationship. However, the official said that Trump's attitude and lack of anger towards Musk is now shifting after the Tesla founders series of expos heading back at Trump, specifically the one where he stated, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election." Trump appeared to moderate his tone at times during his meeting with Mers, saying he always liked Elon before implicitly accusing him of so-called Trump derangement syndrome. He's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it, but we have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour is gone. The whole world is different and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Despite the hostilities, a symbol of the friendship remained at the White House. The red Tesla sedan Trump purchased at an event aimed at boosting Musk's business was still parked in the driveway Thursday evening. So you may wonder why I put this down as low key. The reason being is I'm not surprised by this at all. The thing about it is like when it comes to the stuff that is happening in that hellscape that is now what we have in the White House, I'm not surprised by anything going on right now. I'm not surprised by that, and I'm not surprised that they're turning on each other and they're having this back and forth. Girl, y'all are arguing on the internet. Like, why are y'all doing this? Like, please leave us the absolute way alone. Like, please. And now y'all gonna be like rant and rant and rant and rant. Oh, girl, go off, sis. But the fact that now he's attacking this big, beautiful bill, and the thing about it is, that's how you should know that it's a big ass mess. When he's calling it big and beautiful, that means it's already fucked up. And the thing about it is, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene has already, like, she is one of the folks that said she didn't even read it. You just voted. And that's indicating what I keep saying about the Republican Party. One band, one sound. They're not even reading that shit. They're just saying yes. After a while, you're going to see the forest beyond the trees. And we can pick apart the Democratic Party. We can pick apart the independent party. Like the independent parties that seemingly don't pop up until presidential elections. So as much as people give fever to the Democrats, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't. What I find interesting is that y'all don't do that for the Republican Party or the third parties. You don't give them fever. It's like y'all hate Democrats, but y'all expect them to fix everything. I was going to say something, and I'm going to leave my hot take for a group chat. Let me not leave it on this mic because I was about to say something. So that's a low key. Excuse me. Another thing is, it shouldn't be in low key, but I'm gonna put it in low key. The fact that Linda McMahon, who's supposed to be head of the Department of Education, has no idea about historical events that's taught in schools. Namely, you didn't know about Ruby Bridges. She didn't know who she was. She didn't know about the Tulsa Massacre. Ruby Bridges is the one that's most egregious, because that actually is something you should know. And the fact she's like, oh, I'll look it up. I'm like, no, she doesn't know anything about this. But again, that's what happens when you let she is actually a DEI hire. She's a DEI hire. And I'm going to tell you why. That is what DEI is. That, like, when they say like DEI, that means you're just giving somebody a job. It's not the way that it has been all of these years. It is Linda McMahon. It is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. That is like, when you think about people who are unqualified and y'all just stick them in positions, look at Trump's cabinet. That is like the actual DI that y'all keep talking about. The hashtag y'all. And I'm talking about the black ones. Woo! So let's go mid-key. Cardi B. I don't know if you're following the Dominique Morgan on all social medias, most notably TikTok and Instagram, but I would suggest y'all do. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I would suggest y'all start following her, because when I tell you her hot takes are sizzling, you should. I'm so sorry. I agree with her. Offset has been gaslighting Cardi for literally at least 5 or 6 years. She married this man. She has 3 children with this man, and this man had children before they got married. She was a bonus parent to his children. She never treated him like, when you did see them around, she was like, oh, all the kids. And of course she focused on her own children. And I get that. I feel like if maybe Offset had custody, like he was the custodial parent for his other children, you probably would see his other children more. But when you're married to the non-custodial parent, you just keep it cute. You be the bonus parent, you be there, support him, whatever, right? She did all that. This man has been cheating on her since before she got married. Their whole relationship, this man has literally stepped out on her. This man literally bought his whole black ass on a concert stage to gaslight her and to like taking her back because you did it publicly. They're like, oh, give him a chance. I was like, girl, you should have dropped him exactly where he was. He has done this Repeatedly, she has gotten into legal trouble because of his ass, because he literally couldn't keep his dick in his household. Right? The amount of shit that I literally would do, when I tell you, there would be a photo or video of me sitting on Stefan Diggs' face. You have no idea. Girl, she is keeping it cute. Even though everybody thinks like she and I feel like she's afforded a crash out on Spaces talking about the shit that she has done to save face for this man. When we talk about patriarchy and misogynoir, this is what the fuck we're talking about. Because here it is. You should have blasted his ass. And that's on period. From day damn one. And she didn't. She's trying to save face and protect him. But that's how misogyny and patriarchy work. Because he wouldn't be doing the same thing. Like, you literally want to sit here and get shitty because your soon-to-be ex-wife, because, again, she said he won't sign the papers, is mad that you literally are fucking Cardi B and you should not be sitting at home pining away for some raggedy-ass nigga who has literally been cheating on you every day in your marriage that ends in Y. What year did he cheat? Every year. What day did he cheat? Every day that ended in Y. She better than me. She better than Dominique. Okay? We're sitting here like, girl, absolutely not. When I tell you our sex tape would have probably leaked by now. And the thing about it is, I'm not even saying like this is her new man and this is gonna be the new kid's stepdaddy. Girl, Stefan Diggs look like a good time. And that's it. But baby, you will see me having the time of my life. Cardi better than me. Because absolutely not. It's like, forget sitting courtside at the finals, like keeping it cute, looking like an OnlyFans picture. Fuck that. Shit would have leaked. I mean, she was backing up on it and twerking on his ass. I'm like, oh girl, that's tame. I would have been sitting on his face. And I want you to say something. Again. And that's the thing. Cardi has said some, like, I'm not even going to hold you. Cardi has definitely said a lot of problematic shit. She has. But I'm with you when you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm with Dominique Morgan on this. I'm like, oh, girl. Picture it. Sicily, 1987. She had me on the floor. Girl. Absolutely not. The amount of get back that she has accumulated is astronomical. The limit does not exist. Cardi, please do your fucking big one. Like, nah. Like, right? Nah. Like, right? Nah. Okay? Do it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't watch the shooty hoops. But if I was an avid shooty hoop watcher, I'd be watching the WNBA, and that's on period. I'm not exactly sure what Aries Spears' problem is with Angel Reese. Maybe she didn't maybe she just didn't post for a picture with him. Maybe she's not impressed with him. Girl, no one's impressed with you. You're the same person who cried because no one was like cared that you had diabetes. Girl, shut up. But honestly, at this point, I don't know who's worse. Aries Spears or Corey Holcomb. I don't know which one it is. On one side, Aries Spears is coming after a black woman named Angel Reese, who plays the shooty hoops, the harder league, which is the WNBA. And for some odd reason, we're doing this weird ass shit. Because you're acting like, because white people are now, white people who are not, or people in general who are not like paying attention to the WNBA, and now because Caitlin Clark is there, and let's be very clear, she's a very good player. Is she the best player ever in the WNBA? Abso-fucking-lutely not. And I don't even watch the WNBA like that. I could tell you that right now. She ain't even the best damn player right now. That's Asia Wilson. And that is subjectively. But again, y'all are doing this weird ass thing. It's like, girl, in the worlds of being a Caitlyn, being a Paige, be a Paige. Again, I told y'all I don't watch the shooty hoops, but so you got Aries Spears, who can't keep Angel Reese's name out his mouth. It's like, girl, don't you have jokes to write? Leave us alone. And then you got Corey Holcomb. So it is Pride Month. Be who you are for your pride. I'm sorry. There is a video that I put up every year. I'm actually overdue right now. I'm supposed to put it up where Tyron gives his friend a whole bunch of stuff because it's gay month and he gay and stuff. So he gave him balloons, he gave him a cookie cake, he gave him Skittles. It's got a rainbow on it because you know you gay. When I tell you that thing cracks me up every single year, it is an annual thing. I love it. So happy Pride Month to everybody who is celebrating. Happy Pride Month. That 1 week, like, I think it is definitely just sheer bravery to celebrate Pride in this climate right now because people are weird and stupid losers. But I'm very happy to see it. And Pride is for all year, every day that ends in Y. And again, for all those folks who seemingly have an issue with trans folks, please understand, if it wasn't for black and brown trans women, you would not have no Pride Month. So you actually should pay homage to them. You should actually keep them in high regard. And y'all don't, because y'all are being super weirdos. But yeah, Corey Holcomb decided to go off on Dwayne Wade because Zaya Wade is now 18. This young woman who is living her life authentically for her, and she's been doing that for a few years, is now 18. And for some people, that means she's an adult. Her brain has not developed, and she won't be fully developed until she's 26, but she's out living her life authentically. And throughout this whole thing, she has had the support of not only her biological black father, but also her stepmother, Gabrielle Union, and also her brothers. Her whole, like, she has the support of her family. I find it very interesting when people talk about kids are off limits. Yeah, apparently that rule don't apply to Zaya Wade. Isn't she somebody's child? I thought y'all said kids was off limits. Kids are on limits when you want to be a transphobe. When you want to say Jess Hilarious got a point. She don't, by the way. So I don't exactly know why y'all really, really care how Zaya Wade lives her life, because y'all are a bunch of weirdos, like, for real. And I need y'all to grow the fuck up. Please leave her alone. And I mean it. Leave Zaya alone. Because, hey, at the end of the day, y'all said y'all could protect y'all children. It'd be all fun and games until Dwayne Wade walk up and punch your ass in the face. Because I know I would have. Corey Holcomb is a clown. So this is really fun. I'm seeing this tweet where someone said, it's wild when Aries effing Spears called him out for this, saying that all Holcomb does is go viral for talking shit about people and not for comedy. Aries Spears, y'all know how crazy that is. It's like, girl, you know that's crazy when somebody else who only goes viral for talking shit about people and not doing comedy is saying, like, hey, you only go viral for talking shit. I'm like, pot, kettle, which one are you today? I would say be the kettle. Kettles are cute. And the thing about it is, both of these men are just fucking haters. That's all there are. Because it's like, well, a girl. It's like, honey. Girl, please leave us alone. It's like, that's all I'm thinking. It's like, girl, please leave us alone. It's like, y'all don't have nothing else to do. Like, I mean, nothing. Zero. Nada. Nothing else to fucking do. Except literally worrying about this girl and living her life. Because it seems like she is flourishing. And y'all look like a bunch of gray-lipped ass haters. I just, congrats to Zaya Wade. Happy birthday to that nice young lady. Shout out to T.S. Madison, who is flourishing, and also she's booked and busy and she's doing a damn thing. I'm glad she got a day for herself and recognized by Pride in DC. Here's the deal. We are able to see, so I can see from a distance, I can appreciate it, because I'm like, this is not about me. When it comes to Pride and Pride celebrations and Pride Month and what Pride means, it is not necessarily for me. It's not. And I love that the folks within my community, which is the Black community, because there's a huge umbrella and there's a lot under there, is able to celebrate, one, being able to live their life, and two, marking change that they were able to do. Because one, what was happening was bullshit. Literally harassing people just getting a damn drink in a bar. Like, grow up. So it always, it don't sizzle in my spirit to watch queer folks punch down on trans folks when they're the reason why you got a fucking Pride, when you can, they're the reason why you are celebrating Pride, why we're having a Black Pride or a Pride celebration in general in any state in this country or across the world. It's because of Black and brown trans women. Y'all are whack as hell. It's also whack as hell for you to invite somebody who has done it. Like, honestly, it needs to be some guy, like, write some law somewhere. Get a charter. Do you like these discriminatory policies in some of these charter schools when it comes to our baby's hair? I need y'all to put some articles in there and say, hey, we will not allow and we will not invite folks who have demonstrated transphobia. Put trans women and trans men on the pedestal that they belong on. Because you're like, yeah, no, we're not going to invite these people there because, no. You can't be transphobic and sit on that stage. And the fact that y'all actually let her on it, because y'all, I'm like, girl, I'm sorry, $2,500 in lemon pepper wings, but she keeps saying that. I'm like, first of all, they probably weren't even wet wings. Let's keep it a buck. Y'all inviting somebody who has been insanely transphobic. It's like, that's crazy to me. It's like, y'all are wrong as hell for this. Y'all are just wrong as hell for this. Okay, it's time for High Key and Bravo High Notes. Be who you are for your pride. All right, so bang, bang into the room. Shout out to Rodney, the voice. So the Atlanta reunion is taping this week. The Summer House reunion ended this week. Miami's coming. I think Miami comes back this week as well. Below Deck has come back. Shout out to Captain Curry. I just adore him. I just adore that little man. I just want to kiss him on his forehead, on his bald head. So the reunion for Atlanta is taping, and Britt Eady did not show up, and they disinvited Kenya Moore. So I don't know who the hell is steering the ship over at Atlanta, but y'all are hitting Roni territory at this point, because y'all are fucking up. Y'all done fucked up the thing. First of all, but most of all, the way that this season has shaped up, y'all fucked up royally by literally dismissing Kenya from filming. There have been other dust ups between cast members, and we have gotten both sides on camera. Whether you agree with one side or the other or neither, we've seen both, and that is a grave mistake, and y'all fucked up, and that's on period. 2, you only dismissed Kenya from filming. That's the second thing. First of all, you should have never dismissed him from filming, but you also should have dismissed Britt Eady. You should have did what Jersey did. when Jen and Danielle had that physical altercation, both of those bitches got sat down for like maybe a week. They both came back, and they both came back. That is what Atlanta should have did, and they did not. So y'all just fucked up. Kenya's video in her salon where she was like wrapping up things and talking about like what's going on, it had better production value than the whole season. I'm like, girl, how is this possible? And now Brittany just did not even show up to the reunion. Brittany put this on her IG story. As everyone is now aware, I'm not attending the reunion. This was my decision. The events of this season have devastated me, and while I'm sorry, hold on, stop. I am reading this wrong. As everyone is now aware, I'm not attending the reunion. This is my decision. The events of this season have devastated me, and while I cannot say much right now, I do want to set the record straight about one thing: the graphic sexual photo surrounding the events in episode 5. That photo was not me. As the episode makes clear, I did not see the photo at the time. Rather, I was made aware of the photo being presented at the event, and based on what I was told, assumed that it was somehow a photo of me, which is why I reacted in a way that I did. I do not know who was in that photo, but upon seeing it for the first time recently, I now know it was not me. I look forward to seeking accountability and moving past this dark part of my life. Brit. Heart emoji. Wait the fuck up. Let me get this. Listen here, chitty chitty bang bang. You are telling us that photo was not even you. And they dismissed Kenya from filming. And it wasn't even you? Oh, y'all are just tanking this. Oh, basically, y'all saying, hey, if we tank, Lord, it's like watching a football team that's 0-16. And at the end of the season, they're like, oh, we're fine because we get the number 1 draft pick. Is this what y'all doing? Y'all are like heading towards a 0-16 season so y'all can get y'all number 1 draft pick to come to your team, a.k.a. Lanithia Leaks. Y'all want Lanithia, Monique, Summer, Brianka Leaks to come back to this show. Because, hey, hi, Phaedra, that is who would save this show. Not her. One, y'all, like, it's so many mistakes. And I think the silver lining to this season has been Drew Sidora. I have loved Drew this season. I don't know what it is. And I think it's because, make no mistake, Drew has always said shit to people's faces. She has. It just is more glaring this season. Because you're like, girl, you better say something. Girl, you better say something. Girl, you better say something. She's done it before. Calling Shamia a lapdog when she still got that damn lapdog ass picture on her IG photo grid is crazy work. I'm like, girl, if I'm lying, take the picture down. That picture's still there. And the thing about it is, it's like, whoo. Shamia had a great start. And now I'm like, girl, Shamia, shut up. You look crazy to me. Portia is looking like a bigger liar to me. Still beautiful. I would still like to pat that booty. But still, it's like, girl, you are dusting up this shit with Dennis and Drew because you can't talk about Simon. Girl, we could be talking about, you are full time. We could be talking about how you're doing with, how your mental is doing with you getting divorced. We don't even barely see you like with PJ. You gave friend of. You and Cynthia should have been friend of this season. I'm not even going to hold you. You, Cynthia, and Diana could have been friend of. Portia was friend of this season. And y'all bringing back Phaedra. who literally labeled the women of Married to Medicine mean girls, and you came in the door being a mean girl. That is why I said, y'all need to stop doing this with Phaedra with Married to Medicine. She full of shit. I told y'all that she was full of shit. Phaedra was full of shit, and she been full of shit. And when she was calling a mean girl, she full of shit. And Heavenly's a lot of things. She is messy as hell, but she was absolutely very, very smart to get that conversation with Phaedra on the phone to flat out show that she knew Apollo was coming. See, that's the thing. Phaedra would have played it that, oh, I didn't know that Apollo was coming. And the thing about it is, because there was no conversation, people would have said, Heavenly, that is just nasty work. Is it messy? Yes. Is it nasty work? No. Because one, Phaedra, now, this is how it's nasty work. If she had said it to Phaedra, and Phaedra said, don't let Apollo come, and Apollo's still there, then Phaedra, you can say they're a bunch of mean girls and they're trying to hurt you. Because you never answered Jackie, really, when she said, but you knew Apollo was coming. She never addressed it. She acted like, that's not, like, she's acting like she don't hear Jackie talking to her. And I know what Jackie gives, girl. I ain't even gonna hold you. Jackie give, y'all know what she give. But holding the feet accountable to, I'm like, Phaedra, you can't just say like, yeah, both of y'all wrong. Cause one, it shouldn't even came up, and I can't believe I'm going on a rant. Apollo being invited to this couple's trip should have never happened in the first place. Can I understand where maybe it came from? Yes. Do I agree with it? Still no. I don't care that Phaedra brought Apollo to the reunion on her own volition the year before. Kind of don't care. I still wouldn't have invited his ass. And that's on period. I still wouldn't have. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell y'all. I still, and I mean it, I still wouldn't have invited Apollo. Even though she's saying we're in a good place. Even though she said, surprise me. Even though she said all that, I still would have not did it. Still. I'm also glad that Sweet Tea is not coming back. She should have never been here in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. She and her friends can do that great value Married to Medicine on the web. Like, girl, that's web reality, Married to Medicine. And that is no shade to web reality. Because when I tell you, Ondario could do something with them ladies. Because Ondario's, he could do what he do. All right. This reunion already going to be a mess. But the thing about it is, if I'm being completely honest, if I think about the reunion, if Kenya ain't there, Britt don't need to be there either. Because what the fuck she going to talk about? Her being like combative for no reason, because it's all fun and games. It would be all fun and games until Angela punched that bitch right in her face, because I'm sorry, I would have put my hands on her by now. It's like, girl, shut up. What you going to do? What you going to do? Nothing. What you going to do? Nothing. You doing... Now that, Chamia's the lap dog, Britt's the yappy dog. And yappy dogs can get kicked. So Summer House's reunion is concluded. It's weird to see it in 2 parts, and I'm glad that they did not extend it to 3 parts, because honestly, it didn't need 3 parts. Part of me felt like it didn't need 2. I feel like it just needed 1 with basically a 90-minute episode, so an extended episode. That would have been great. The reunion wasn't bad. It's just, I tire of Lexi and Jesse Solomon. Here's the thing. 2 things can be true at the same time. Jesse Solomon played like he was stupid, and Lexi is putting way too much of this on Jesse. Both of these things are happening at the same time. Jesse is not that bright. He said it, his whole cast. I'm like, girl, we're not orchestrating this. However, Lexi, it can't all be his fault. And because one, the term girl's girl has been thrown around this whole season for this cast. And I'm going to say this right now. Hot take. Sierra and Paige and Amanda are not girls. They are friends with each other. That's not the same thing, right? I don't think, and the thing about it is, all women aren't girls, and some women that aren't girls, there's for a reason. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. Do I think they're girls? No. They're just down for each other. They're not girls, they're bed bugs. Lexi, you're not a girl either. Because the thing about it is, you didn't do what Sierra did when she came into the season. She came onto the show. Because she came in with Luke, who was messing with Hannah Burner. And then I guess he basically invited her to make Hannah jealous. They did not warm up to Sierra when she first walked in. They didn't. But Sierra carved out her whole thing and still forged ahead and formed a relationship. That's the difference between Lexi and Sierra. And I cannot wait. I'm so glad that Sierra is now divesting from literally putting up with bullshit from mediocre looking white men. Because since day one, she's been on Summer House. These mediocre or conventionally attractive or tall white men have been playing in this bitch's face, and she is fine as hell. She has admitted that she's broken on some things. She has. But girl, and I'm so glad she did not let Lexi, she's like, Lexi, you involved me. And I listened to that apology and putting in quotes that Lexi gave her. I'm sorry that you were brought in. Bitch, you brought her in. Ma'am, you take no ownership in what you've done. I didn't put you in it. You said two people. You did. You're like, they put you in it. No, bitch, you put her in it. Because if it was really just about Jesse and just like, you would have just said, I invited them, but I invited everybody. Two people didn't show up. And then Jesse was posting like, oh my gosh, I guess you just didn't want to come. That is how you don't include Sierra. You said two people. You involved her. And she's like, I'm sorry that it like, no. You are not taking any ownership of your behavior. And again, you're not a girl either. I feel like the reason why she gravitated to Gabby and Lindsay is because they didn't have any investment either way. Lindsay was pregnant, and she was just literally like cooking a baby all summer. Don't blame her. Gabby, a lot of people are saying, why was Gabby there? She didn't show anything. I'm wondering if the editing is the reason why we're saying that. They damn near edited Emerald out. They acted like that girl that was there at the beginning of summer was not there. It's like nobody even mentioned her name. So I have a feeling it's not that Gabby didn't give anything. It's that they didn't show anything. And they shifted it more to the Lexi and Jesse. They put way too many eggs in the basket with Lexi and Jesse. Girl, after a while, it got stupid. It still is. Because you literally just met this man at the beginning of the summer. Y'all were acting like they were like together for years, and then he just switched up when he got in the house. That's not what the fuck had happened. It gave very much reminiscent to a Workers Trend and Carl Radke. And the thing about it is, I will say, Carl and Lindsay didn't really interact, but it seemed like for all of the stuff they talked about with Summer House, Carl said a lot more about her than she said about him. And I'm trying to figure out why people didn't notice that. Lindsay wasn't bitter. It seemed like Carl was, and it was in a way as if he is not acting like he didn't blow this shit up like she did. You don't get to blow up shit and literally basically fuck up my world. I don't know how much they had to pay back because it was towards the end, so security deposits be damned, stuff is already paid for. You don't get to do that and then say, what about me? What about you? You are the reason why we're not doing this. Why are you acting like this is... I'm sorry. She was taking it easy on your ass. She was. And I don't know why you're acting like she had any reason to. And the fact, and this is how I know editing was so lopsided, because why are we talking more about Kyle and Amanda having a baby at the reunion than we did at the whole fucking season? Because wasn't that a thing last year, talking about Amanda's fertility and her mental health, that really didn't come up this season at all. About them wanting to move somewhere and start like that did not come up at all. We barely talked about Loverboy. The editing for this season is so disjointed because they put too much focus on Lexi and Jesse, and because the breakup happened after the summer, it was kind of hard to put it on Paige and Craig. And also, when I think about Paige and Craig, you know what I'm thinking? Justice for Naomi. Because when I tell you, Naomi been told people about him. Ben. She said, girl, y'all need to stop being fooled by his ass. Naomi Ben said this. She said it years ago. And what happened? Y'all still fucking this man. Y'all still slobbing on his knob like corn on a cob. Y'all still sitting and wiggling on this man. Naomi dimed y'all asses. She literally hipped people to the game about Craig, and people still are fucking this man. Seriously, are pillow shams that expensive? I just want to know. Also, sidebar, Paige Sorbo is not coming back. This was her last season of Summer House. She is leaving Summer House. So she is not coming back. So this was her statement. She has been on this show for 7 seasons. The glow up for Paige, I will give it to her, was great. I like Paige better when she and Lindsay are not beefing. And the fact that they seem like very cool, I love it. So Paige put it on her Instagram story. I have a little life update for you. I've made the decision not to return to Summer House. Being part of this show has been one of the most rewarding chapters of my life. The friendships, the drama, the giggles, all unforgettable. You've seen me grow up over these last 7 summers. I'll always be beyond grateful for the memories, the community, and the opportunities this wild ride has brought me. But like all good things and some bad decisions, it's time for this chapter to close. To my castmates, the fans, and my NBCU family, thank you. I've never could have imagined what this journey would turn into and how many of you would be along for the ride. And you haven't seen the last of me. I promise. So much more to do together, but for now, you know you can always find me and Daphne in my bed. So Paige is gone after 7 seasons. I think when we hear more announcements, and you know it's coming because the reunion is concluded, I have a feeling it's going to be also Lindsay. Lindsay is going to be dipping out. I wouldn't be surprised if Carl did. Kyle is not going anywhere. I feel like both Lindsay and Carl can't leave at the same. I'm sorry, Lindsay and Kyle can't both leave at the same time. Not for nothing, Carl, Lindsay, and Kyle are the anchors of the show. They're also the OGs of this show. There are only 3. Everybody else is gone. Well, I guess Amanda is considered an OG because she was there, but I don't know if she was considered full-time first season. But most definitely, Kyle and Lindsay are anchors. Carl's a little bit of an anchor too. I will give him that. So it's 3 anchors. All 3 of them can't leave. But I have a feeling one of them is going to leave, and it's probably going to be Lindsay, and she's going to give the good reason of Gemma. So I can see that. But I don't know what's going to happen next season. I wouldn't be surprised if Gabby doesn't come back. And Emerald, when I tell you, y'all literally screwed the pooch on him. One, that man is fine as I don't know what. And I get it. He be fucking every weekend. It is summer. Summer's supposed to be fun. And he's fucking single. Like, girl, y'all act like this man had a family somewhere. That man is single in the Hamptons in the summer. Are you kidding me? I'd be fucking on some. I would be on the breakfast island fucking. Like, what are we doing right now? I would wait until all y'all bitches went out and be like, you need to come over so I could literally buff this breakfast bar with your stomach. I'm sorry. That's crazy to me. Completely and utterly. I'm sorry. This is why God decided that he would not make me a man, nor would I identify as a man, because I'm sorry, I'd be a whore. Especially if I'm single and extremely attractive and in the Hamptons for the summer. That's nuts to me. And Miami is coming back, and it looks like I'm sorry, last thing about Bravo for right now at least. Miami is coming back, and it looks like that lady who's very self-centered is mad at that other lady who also can be self-centered, and it's going to be funny this season. So Larsa Pippen, who used to date Michael Jordan's son Marcus, is mad. Oh God, now I gotta remember this lady's name. And mind you, she's mad at Lisa. So it looks like they were somewhere and her boyfriend invited Marcus somewhere or hung out with Marcus, and Larsa thinks that's extremely disloyal. And I'm like, girl, I remember you last season with Gertie. You can shut the hell up. Girl, you can't talk to me. And again, I said that lady who is self-centered and that other lady who's self-centered. Because I'm sorry, Lisa kind of is. I adore her. I think she's adorable, but it's very much self-absorbed. Whatever. So let's see how this goes. I am just happy to see Gertie back. I wish that Dr. Nicole, the very, very rich bitch, because y'all need a rich bitch from Miami. I think Lisa is one. But Nicole is a rich bitch. She need to be back. I kind of am sad that she's not coming back, but as long as I get Gertie, I'm good. So, all right, y'all. This has been the Mocha Minutes Podcast. I will be back talking some mess real soon. And y'all, take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Stay nourished. Stay rested. Get you some nice sun. Wear sunscreen. And enjoy the summer. Because summer's coming and summer should be fun. Okay,